Today we are making double cheese drop scones. The first thing we're doing is preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. And 200. There we go. Sift the flour. We need 2 cups of this. Right, there's our sifted flour. Next, we sift our salt as well. Here's a half teaspoon salt. I'm just using table salt, this type of salt. Then we need 50 grams of butter. So just this bit I can cut, or whichever end from. This butter is very handy because it's got measurement already. The next thing I do is I grate the butter to the flour. Now the next thing I do is rub in the butter until the mixture resembles breadcrumbs. Just like this. I washed my hands beforehand, so nothing to worry about. So as you can see, it's starting to crumble now. The next thing we need is baking powder. 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. So that's 1, 2, 3. So this is only a half teaspoon. Next thing we need is mixed herbs. So about a tablespoon of it. The next thing we need is cheese, and I've got this available, so I'll use this. So we've grated our cheese. That looks like 2 cups to me. Next thing we need to do is stir this really well. Once you've stirred the flour, add the cheese. About a cup of cheese, grated cheese, and stir. Then make a well in the center for the milk. There's 1.5 cups of milk there. I don't have any fresh milk, so I just made it from powder. Works just as fine. Pour it in. Then mix quickly with a spatula. You should get this watery dough. The next thing to do is drop large spoonfuls of dough onto a cold baking tray and bake for 15 minutes or until the scones are golden and crisp. So let's do that now. Now drop spoonfuls of dough onto the tray. I lined it with baking paper so it doesn't stick onto the tray. The last thing we do before we put it in the oven is put some cheese as toppings. Now in the oven for approximately 15 minutes or until they're golden and crisp. Wow, look at this. Nice and moist. Oh, I can't wait, but it's still a bit hot.